A natural resource is anything from the natural environment that people use to meet their needs. Natural resources include fertile soil, clean water, minerals, trees, and energy sources. People use these resources to improve their lives. Types of resources. The value of resources changes as people discover new uses and new technology. Trees, for example, have been a valuable resource throughout history. For thousands of years, humans have used wood to stay warm, cook food, and build homes, furniture, and other valuable things. Oil, on the other hand, was a gooey nuisance to the people of central Pennsylvania until the oil industry developed. Oil-based products then began to power cars and heat homes. Great underground pools of oil were discovered in Southwest Asia in the 1930s. Today, the countries surrounding the Persian Gulf are among some of the richest on Earth. Some natural resources can be replaced as they are used up. These renewable resources can be replaced naturally or grown fairly quickly. Forests, grasslands, plant and animal life, and rich soil all can be renewable resources if humans manage them carefully. Metals and other minerals found in the ground are non-renewable resources. They cannot be replaced because they were formed over millions of years by geological processes. One important group of non-renewable resources is fossil fuels: coal, oil, and natural gas. Industries and people depend on these fuels for energy and as raw materials for plastics and other goods. We use them to power machines for transportation and to generate electricity. However, since fossil fuels are non-renewable and contribute to global pollution, many nations are looking for ways to use renewable sources of energy. Two of these ways are hydroelectric power, energy generated by falling water, and solar energy, the energy produced by the heat of the sun. Challenges for the future. Today, human activities threaten many of Earth's natural processes and products. The rise of industry and the growth of the world population over the last 200 years have created many issues that we as humans are now having to address. Pollution exhaust from cars and factories, together with liquid and solid wastes from manufacturing and urban centers, cloud the air and water supplies. Oil spills cover spots of the ocean and shorelines. Since all living organisms depend upon clean water, and air pollution poses a severe threat to the survival of life on Earth. Climate change. The burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil has significantly increased the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. With increased amounts of carbon dioxide, less heat is able to escape, leading to the greenhouse effect. If temperatures continue to rise, it will lead to more melting polar ice caps, an increase in global sea levels, and a shifting in climate patterns across the globe. Pesticides. Poisonous chemicals are used to control insects that threaten crops, but pesticides become part of the water and soil, endangering other organisms, such as birds. Some pesticides may also be absorbed by the crops we grow for food. However, banning pesticides would make it difficult for humans to grow enough food for everyone. Acid rain. When coal and oil are burned, they dump pollutants into the atmosphere. Many pollutants like sulfur dioxide turn into acids. The acids get washed out of the air when it rains, creating what is known as acid rain. Acid rain can be highly toxic and can kill fish, destroy forests, erode soil, and overall endangering the environment. The United States established the acid rain program in 1990s to reduce pollutants causing acid rain. Acid rain is now 2/3 less than it was in 1976. Resource exhaustion or habitat destruction, overusing resources, is another problem. Minerals and fossil fuels are extracted from the ground at high rates to create a wide range of products for human consumption. Fishing off the coasts has led to a decline in many species of fish over time. Forests are cut to provide lumber and paper products at a much faster rate than they are able to replenish. One of the greatest threats to the environment is the destruction of many natural habitats. As the human population expands, more and more forests, wetlands, and grasslands are destroyed to build farms, factories, and cities. This has led many national and state governments to pass a variety of laws in order to protect the environment and our natural resources. In order to solve these problems and challenges, many countries now seek sustainable development. This means using resources in a way that can meet the future and present needs of society, while also protecting and sustaining the physical environment. If we continue to rely on non-renewable resources and to pollute the Earth's atmosphere, land, and water at the current rate, there will not be sufficient resources available for use by future generations. To achieve sustainable development means using renewable resources at a slower rate, so that nature is able to replenish itself. This requires that both industrialized and developed countries must find ways to achieve economic growth without the reckless, wasteful, and harmful use of natural resources. Ultimately, sustainable development is the realization that, since humans depend on their physical environment, they must also act to protect that physical environment.